skeleton hid his seashells in the closet.
That's fine. Hey everybody! Oh, my
Welcome
word.
everyone.
We're back.
Back again.
I saw Spencer writing in the tagline or the whatever information for this episode. We're on episode 8.
Episode 8. Like that's since November.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
Time
been a good time.
flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to cover. A lot of stuff we have covered.
A lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, how many of these episodes would it be if we counted back from March?
Oh man,
Like, lots, right?
I think we'd be in the double digits for sure.
Yeah, somewhere out
Yeah.
there.
Caleb gave us a thumbs up.
Yes.
So I'm assuming so.
Appreciate the thumbs up.
Oh, let's see what's happening. Well, I'm sad. How are you? I'm sorry to hear you're sad, Rebecca. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, sorry
though,
that you're sad, Rebecca. Hopefully being here will cheer you up a little bit.
That's the goal. We're
Yeah.
talking about a lot of good stuff tonight.
We're talking about
that,
great
really.
things tonight.
Dan, I watched the show on Friday. I
Tell me
think you
about
also watched this show.
Oh, I watch it.
And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I'm going to say the show's title in like not even 10 seconds here. However, I just implore you guys to watch it with us at this point.
We really exhort you to watch this
We do.
show. Like we just think WandaVision.
Like
yes.
that's it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's part of Phase 4 of Marvel. So if
Yeah.
you like if you like the whole Marvel series, this is an important series to watch.
Yes.
Because it really lines stuff up. I know Andrew says Avatar: Last Airbender.
Adrian
I
Newman, I am losing respect for you with every letter of those words. Like, do not.
Lame.
Do not.
Oh my goodness, Adrian,
Adrian.
please. This last episode brought in some characters from other Marvel movies that we haven't seen come together now,
Yes.
and it's cool to see them in like more important roles and everything.
Yes.
It's so well done.
It's so well done.
I'm so hooked.
It's engaging. Yeah, like, right, it just leaves you hooked where you're like,
It really does.
what is going to happen next week? I need to find out.
Yeah.
Kids are going to bed even earlier. Like, it's going to happen, right?
And guys, each episode is like 30 minutes max. That's like no time. Most
No
shows
time.
nowadays are like hour or 45 minutes
Yeah,
long.
no time at all. You can get through it quickly.
Yeah. So if you need to
so
binge it to catch up so we can actually discuss it at some point, please do.
Absolutely. Gabe just though reminded us that it is actually Jesus who's the real one.
He is the real one. Thank
Although
you.
we didn't say that it
he
was
wasn't,
the real one, did
but-
we?
no.
Did that just come from chat?
I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
But you know, I respect that, Gabe. He is.
Yeah.
He is the
Respect.
number one. All right.
Yeah.
I 100% get behind that. All right, guys. We have a really cool show planned for you guys this week. I know a couple weeks ago I did the call-in thing. We are going to be doing that again tonight. All right. So please, there's a couple things we got to run over with you guys that we learned from the first time we did it, and that's all that matters. Number one, go to Discord. Go to our Merge Discord server. Right there, there's the Ask Merge text channel. Go in there. When we ask specific questions tonight, so don't start going in there yet. Don't make it harder for Nathan than it's already going to be. All right. We want you to give your take or give your questions in the chat, and Nathan will pull you in. He'll give you the instructions you need to know to join which call room so that Dan and I can speak to you tonight. We got the AirPods in. We're going to hear you loud and clear. Now, about that hearing you loud and clear thing, we need you to use Discord as your audio. All right. Please do not use the stream. There's a pretty massive stream delay, which just makes it harder to talk with you. I mean, that's the whole point. We want to have a really cool discussion with you guys. So yeah, please mute the stream, listen to Discord. If you want to hear your voice afterwards, just rewind the stream or whatever it would be,
you can hear it
later.
It'll sound really good if you do it that way.
It will,
too.
exactly. It'll sound like a smooth discussion and everyone will love it, all right?
Yeah.
So yeah, download Discord. That's going to come up later in the show. I'm pretty stoked to do it together now.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically this entire night is all about, talking about what's going on with our mental health.
Yeah.
Many of you know that last Thursday was Bell Let's Talk Day, and we mentioned it last week on the stream knowing that we'd have more of a conversation this week.
Yeah.
And so we just think this is really important. I mean, right, for lots of us, I mean, this has been a tough year.
Yeah.
And we're still in isolation. We're still in our homes. We're still not able, to do the same things we've always done. And it can start to really have a toll on your mind, on your heart. And so it's important, though, that as a group, that we just have a few moments tonight just to talk about it.
Yeah. And that's what we want. We want to have an open conversation with you guys. And
that's right.
Dan and I are going to be a little vulnerable tonight. We're going to speak on our stories and some of the struggles we faced throughout our lives. And we're hoping that maybe allows you guys to feel a bit more invited and more willing to talk about yours. Not that by any means you have to. Please don't get that across. This is a whole journey for everybody.
Yeah.
But we want it to be there for you if you are willing to talk about it, that your leaders are there, that we're there. So that's the whole point of tonight, guys. I think it's going to be a really, really solid night in terms of kind of getting through that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Andrew says The Mandalorian is a pretty good show.
Yes, The Mandalorian is a good show.
It's an amazing show, but currently we can't watch that. So that's fine.
Yeah, Mandalorian is fantastic. Apparently, Rebecca says Discord is not working. I don't know what to say about that, other than maybe some of the mods on there might give you a hand as far as some instructions and kind of what to do. There's a number of them on there. Andrew in particular, who's quite Discord savvy.
He's pretty tech savvy
that should be able to help you out there, Rebecca, should you have any trouble.
Yes. So, hi, Mackenzie. Welcome
Mackenzie,
to the show,
welcome.
Everybody.
Good to have you here.
Jordy says to designate the boys to help. Jordy has a bit of experience with Discord, but I think Andrew can probably help with there.
Yeah, Andrew can help out with that.
Ask questions. We love to have in the show. So, just make sure you mute your stream and listen to us on Discord. That'll be the best.
Absolutely.
Okay, so talking about mental health, Dan.
Yeah.
I think Bellet's talk was really well done this year. There's lots of videos. I saw lots, at least on my Instagram, my feed, lots of posts. People were sharing and everything. That's the whole point, right? To get the word out there. How did you kind of think it went?
I thought it was really great. I tend to look at a lot of news on Twitter, and there's so many posts about there. In fact, I had a number of friends who I follow on Facebook and Instagram who actually shared a lot of their stories all throughout the day. And it was neat because I was like, I wouldn't have, with at least a few of them, I thought, I didn't really know that was true about you. Like, I thought, that wasn't something that you had to struggle with. But it was, though, really cool because as I looked at those who posted, I think probably comments below on all their feeds, I was like, though for some people they might not have felt like they could say anything if it wasn't for the fact that there was someone already saying something. Yeah. So totally loved it. Thought it was a really good day.
Yeah. I mean, it's important, and the fact that they do it every year, and I think every year it's getting more and more traction, I think is pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, so super cool.
Well, guys, speaking about mental health and all the struggles, I think it's important to kind of see the stats. I think I'm a stats person. I like seeing the numbers.
Stats. Stats are good.
So we're going to take out the good old pen and paper, and I'm going to read you guys some of the stats that I kind of was doing some research on. And some of these are pretty staggering to me, in all honesty. So first one in 6 people who experience any sort of mental illness from depression, anxiety, all those are 10 to 19-year-olds. 1 in 6.
That's crazy.
And this is a thing that goes around the world. 1 in 6 of them are young adults / teenagers age. Yeah. 10 years to me is so young to experience some of those things. You know, I know, like when I was that age, this was never talked about for any 10-year-old really experience this kind of stuff, right? Yeah. But now it's the thing. Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death in 15 to 19-year-olds.
That is such a sad stat. That's really sad. It
blew my mind. I was reading this on the WHO's website, and I was like, that's the stat for this. I was absolutely shocked. Depression is the 4th leading cause of illness in 10 to 19. Anxiety is the 9th most leading cause of illness for 15 to 19-year-olds, and it's the 6th leading illness for 10 to 14-year-olds.
Man.
Like, this plagues so many people and so many different age groups, and I feel like we just definitely don't talk about it enough to really be like, guys, like, you are not alone. So many other people are experiencing this at the same time.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, this is, for us, one of kind of like the largest reasons why we want this to be something that we talk about. Yeah. Because it's important for you guys that you don't have to be alone on these things. No. But as, right, though for Merge in particular, we want to be a place that says it's okay to not be okay. Yeah. And so that's why we want to talk about these things, because we realize based on stats, right, there's a lot of you out there that are in places like this. So,
and like tonight is supposed to give you some hope.
That's right.
To make it feel like you're not isolated, and even though what you think you're going through is something that only you can really understand, trust me, there are others that get that too.
That's right.
It's just that story isn't always discussed.
Yeah. Totally. So,
I mean, maybe, Dan, do you think it'd be time for us to kind of go through our stories?
I was thinking so, yeah. It'd be a good time to kind of lead into stories. So, yeah, that was kind of, we had talked earlier about it. It'd be good just, for the two of us just to share a little bit first and say, hey, this is what it's been like for me in my life. Yeah. And even in particular, over the last 4 to 5 months
Really?
too, right? Like it's not as though this stuff ever goes away sometimes.
No.
And so for me, I've struggled with anxiety for as long as I can remember, like for a long time. From the time I was a teenager is when it started to change how I lived my life. But I'm scared of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I feel anxious around anyone new in my life. I feel anxious about what's going to happen in the future. And my thought life is wild some days. I get really anxious about things that have never happened.
Yeah.
And I start to often think about, okay, but what if that happens? And it's almost kind of like a worst case scenario. I don't know if any of you have that out there. But my mind will tend to go to places where, I think about a situation and I think, okay, what if that happened? What if that happened? What if that happened? And I can get so
Bogged down almost?
Totally bogged down, yeah. And my level of anxiety and my level of worry can be so high about something that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as a result of that, I tend to say, well, I don't want to be a part of that situation then. And I'll decide, you know what, rather than, if I went here and that happened, I just won't actually go there. So for an example for me, one of the things for me that has been one of the largest is I'm anxious a lot of the time about namely my speech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since I was 6 years old, I had a stutter. And so I feel like I want to try to not really be in places where I might stutter. And I mean, this has been like a long ongoing thing for me, but there was a season in life in particular, quite early in ministry, where if I had to speak on a Sunday morning, I would try to get out of it because I would feel like I just don't want to, I just don't think I can.
Don't want to put yourself in that position.
Yeah. And now I still struggle with that at times. I'm now at a place where I'm more brave than I used to be, but I have to have almost kind of like a daily practice where where I have to, kind of pause and I have to say, okay, now what's going on in my mind today? And I have to be willing to take my thoughts more captive at times and say to myself, okay, even if I go to this place and it doesn't work out the way that I want it to, that's okay. It's not the end of the world if I stutter, actually. It makes me human. It's, part of who I am. And I'm okay with that. But it doesn't mean there's times where it's not hard. And in this season in particular, I've felt more anxiety about it. I'm not used to doing as much talking over Zoom. I'm not used to doing this with you guys. It feels more comfortable to me if you're, actually right here in front of me, right? Like Josh is now.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk on the phone ever.
Honestly, I'm 100% with you on that one.
Yeah. Hate it. So it leads me to live a life that feels more probably isolated than I'd like to, and I don't let a lot of people in. For me, this is something, like I say, I have felt for most of my life, and it has always been there.
Yeah. I think, I feel like a lot of students can resonate with that message where for some of them it has felt like a lifetime. Mm-hmm. I think we can both agree we're older than the average person in the chat right now. But, for those of you, even if you're young in the teenage years, it's felt like it's been forever, right? You never really see the end of the light of the tunnel. So I'll get into my story really quick here, everybody, but just so that you're aware of kind of what we're aiming to go towards is that our messages aren't going to be what we're ending on. We're going to be ending on some hope and some hopefully some tips to help you guys a little bit. I don't even tips are a great word to use. I think it's just some ways to help let yourself heal, let yourself think and feel about your emotions, and to kind of progress forward in this journey, because it really is a journey after all. Your story's lasted most of your life with anxiety and starting like that, and I've personally seen you grow a lot in the past 3 or 4 years through my merge career, and seeing how you've preached on Sundays or doing all this camera stuff, because guys, talking to a camera all night is a little different.
It's a little stressful.
It's a little stressful, and we've been doing it for a while now, actually.
Yeah.
But it still is sometimes weird. We'd love to see you guys in person, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I 100% get that. I guess I'll jump in there right away, because
please,
why not,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
I think for me, it's kind of a combination of both anxiety and overthinking. I tend to overthink every single situation I've ever been in. Like my brain sometimes takes me back like 3 weeks to a single conversation with some random person and being like, man, I could have said that differently. Or maybe I offended them in some way when, I mean, I bet they're not thinking about this at all, right? And that's plagued me for so much of my life where I've always felt the need to feel liked or loved by whoever I talk to, right? And then that leads me down such a darker path where, the first time I talked to Nathan, or whatever it is, like, could I have said that differently? Maybe that came off wrong, right? And it's constantly a second guessing of myself. And so what you guys don't really see behind the scenes every week is I do a lot of research going to these nights. I do a lot of prep work because for me, that makes me feel a little safer. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable talking to you guys because it can cause a lot of stress and anxiety in me thinking of like, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? What if I say the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think it's been since I've like really started to come out into, I guess, the social world. I was bullied pretty heavily throughout most of junior high and even leading into high school to the point where I isolated myself with pretty much this, like a small group of friends. I didn't really talk to anybody else because I felt so scared and fearful to do that because if I opened myself up, the amount of times that I did that and got hurt in the process was numerous, right? It happened so often. And I think I just want to like reach out to you guys out there who think you're alone and think, maybe you think over stuff too often. You're not alone. There's people who do it. I do it every day, right? And it's like Dan said, it's a journey on trying to work through those things and handle those thoughts better and understand that it's okay to overthink, but it's also a good thing to help train your mind to be like, all right, that conversation happened. I can't change what was said.
Exactly.
Right? No matter what you think, there's no time machine that's going to bring you back.
There's no time machine, no DeLorean waiting behind the shed.
None of that behind a shed or that you're going to get into and drive there. It's not going to happen, right? And it's easier said than done, which is a classic phrase that everyone knows. But I think it stands true in this instance where it's just difficult, right? And I think we need to start finding hope in a lot of other things. A bit of a shout out to Hannah Peters. I just finished her video tonight for the sermon on Sunday. A little bit of a plug there. Please go watch it. I think it's really good.
Watch on Sunday, everybody. Hannah nails it.
And I just want to touch on her message at the end there because I think it's really important for us to discuss. And I don't want to spoil it because I think it's a great message, but Hannah, I think you understand where I'm going with this. Sometimes we're in the storm and it's hard to come out of.
Yeah.
And Hannah really touches on the fact that if you focus on God in those situations, it can make a big difference.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And even when everything feels crazy, you can't really know, you don't know what's going on, you don't know who to talk to. If you take a moment, take a breath, and look to God, a lot of amazing things can happen.
That's right.
And so I implore you guys to really go watch that on Sunday because that's just a snippet of her message and the rest of it really ties that all in so very well. So I think that's kind of been the journey I've been on for the past, 15 years of my life.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a big one. And, one of the things that I've enjoyed in the last year with you on this show, like doing this, is, we're actually quite a lot alike. And I can tell that you have the same, mind pattern than I often have. But, I've just, that you loved in the fact that you seem just to want to say to Jesus, this is yours though, right? You've had that mentality. And so anyway, really, really, this has been fun for the last year to in this way with you. I've enjoyed it.
No, it's been a great time. It's been a crazy journey. It's
been
some stress at times.
Oh.
See the behind the scenes stuff. Tonight we were prepping till 6:25, but that's okay.
Hey,
it happens.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah.
Even for our lovely, lovely people helping us with the show, they get stressed too. So
yeah, shout out to producers Nathan and Spencer and junior producer Caleb.
Yeah, just
glad he's here.
It.
Okay, that was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was good stuff to go through, though.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit of lighter on my shoulders now.
Yeah, it's nice to share that stuff, right? To get it out.
Yeah. We're going to open the call lines, everybody. So what we want to talk about in this section, we're going to do 2 different call lines tonight, all right? So this first one, when you talk in the chat, we want to talk about some of your struggles. If you agree with Dan and I, please come on the show. We'd love to chat with you about it. Maybe we can offer some insight. Maybe we can just bounce ideas off each other. Whatever it may be, we'd love to talk to you about it, okay?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's something completely different we haven't talked about. Maybe it is depression, or maybe it is a whole bunch of other. There's so many out there now, right?
Yeah.
We'd love to have that discussion with you. So the call lines are open. I believe, yes, nods from producer Nathan and Spencer saying they're open. We'll just chat here a little bit until you guys get on there, and then or join the call rooms, and love to talk with you guys. Again, please mute the stream, just talk in Discord. It'll be the best. It'll be the best process for everybody, okay?
Yes, please do that.
So, we learned a lot from the night that I did it by myself.
It was good though.
Time.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I love talking to you guys. It was just, wait, Josh, how is that? Is that a How Ridiculous Rexy sweater? Kaylin, man, I'm glad you caught that, man. It literally is. Yeah. I bought it from them a couple months ago. I love the channel.
That show is so good.
And they're three Christian guys that discuss it like pretty openly in certain episodes, and they drop crazy stuff.
They do.
If you haven't seen them drop the airplane episode, please go watch that.
That is a good one. Yeah.
The fact they got to do that is a little insane.
They actually, I saw one a while back. It was for their new gaming channel.
Yes, I did see that, yeah.
And so they were dropping Xboxes, like just to see. And so
they survived.
Yeah, they survived.
And like most of them did.
It was wild.
They dropped them onto like different objects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did they do that at the PS4 as well?
I think so. And some of them were wrapped in certain things, like either bubble wrap or towel or pillows.
Yeah.
And they lasted pretty well. Ember noticed your sweatshirt too. They watched that with me. Like they love How Ridiculous. Yeah,
that's actually amazing.
I'm a proud dad.
I just decided to wear this tonight. I was like, you know what? We're kind of having a really kind of in-depth stream. I thought wearing something a bit comfortable, and everyone's recognized it on there. That's fantastic.
It's so good. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
It's fantastic.
All right, I can see some people are chiming in here. I have, for you those who don't, I have it on my iPad to see who's coming to the Discord servers and stuff. We're just waiting for them to join call rooms, and then we get the go-ahead from our producers, and we jump in and we have a conversation with you guys. This should be good. I'm excited.
Should be really good.
I didn't know there was that many How Ridiculous fans in our merge. That's pretty amazing. I think we should watch some episodes down and talk about it next week. Oh wait, well you won't be here next week.
Also, while we're waiting, just to really quickly, we've been doing 21, and so this is something we kind of forgot to mention, but just dawned on me that this is still happening. Nathan has nodded his head at me like, "Way to go, Dan! Good job." So 21 is over as of Sunday. We're done all 21 days. Can you believe that? Like that's how fast it's, I know. Yeah, Nathan is having a heart attack on the other side. But it's been going super well. Carmen on Monday led prayer and just nailed it. So if you have not yet seen it on Instagram, totally encourage you to do that. Nathan was actually doing prayer like the previous Thursday there too, and unfortunately we just missed getting it up to be on Instagram TV. He totally gives himself that was me, but he did an awesome job as well. But anyway, that is still happening through Sunday. So if you are on Instagram and or Facebook, if you follow us on there, you can see each new morning we have the next post for 21 as we go through the book of John.
And we have one more live night, or one more live prayer tomorrow.
One more live prayer tomorrow, which I'll do,
4 o'clock.
So 4 o'clock. So
be there or be square.
Make sure you be there on Instagram.
I'll be a little square because I'm working, but I'm there in heart.
Understood.
Much appreciated, Dan.
Yeah,
much
resonate with that.
Okay, so we're still waiting for people to join. I think we're starting to see some people come to the Discord, which is great. I see Gabe's in there. I see Lucy's in there. Okay, Nathan's working his magic, finding people and getting them on the calls. Awesome.
Looking forward to this.
Yes, this will be great. So yeah. We're doing, which one do we want to do, guys? Gabe's in there? You want us to jump into call room 2? One? Okay, we're talking to Lucy?
Yep, sir.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me just join. Okay. Lucy, we're here in the car room. We'd love to have a conversation with you.
Okay, so my question is, why do you think people have mental health issues, and why do you think we actually are giving those to
That is a super good question, Lucy. Maybe I'll take a first stab, and then though, Josh, if you want to go for it. I think our culture has a lot to play into it. So I was doing like some research a while back, and for like the 1970s and 80s, when it comes to mental illness for students, it was quite lower than it is now.
Yeah.
And so it would be like 1 in 10 would see counseling back then for anxiety or depression. Unfortunately, it's so much higher. And you know, to look right, like those are things that in the stats you'd mentioned. I think one of the biggest reasons, actually, and some of you won't even like what I have to say, social media
Yep.
is one of the biggest reasons why we struggle, Lucy. I feel like it doesn't actually help your mental maybe
Health.
state.
Yeah,
Health,
yeah.
but rather it leaves you feeling like when you watch other people and what their lives are like, number one, you feel like my life isn't as good as theirs.
Yeah.
And you start to wonder, well, how come my life isn't that good? And rather than saying to ourselves, I shouldn't be probably on social media as much, we decide to go on it more because we want to know that our life is good. And so I think that's one of the largest reasons why we struggle. And at the end of the day, too, it's because of sin in the world, though,
Yeah.
too. You know, like we don't have minds that are right. We don't. It's just it's part of the consequence of sin. And unfortunately, I think until we see the Lord come back and make everything right, this will be what happens.
Yeah, I agree. Lucy, you came up with a great first question.
Great question.
Do you have anything to comment on that, Lucy, or do you like Dan's answer?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I struggle with an anxiety disorder, so I was just wondering if you guys had any idea why I have this, because I don't want it.
No, totally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't want to try to play doctor or anything like that, but you know, more speaking from kind of like our own experiences. And I know for me, definitely social media is a big thing, and most media in general actually doesn't really add to you doing better. Sometimes, sometimes you need to say to yourself, "I need to disconnect." So hopefully that's helpful, Lucy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thanks
for
for
sure.
calling.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
We have to go to two?
Two.
Okay,
Next
we're going
up.
to two. Lucy, first, great question.
Great
that was
question,
fantastic.
Lucy. Super
Let's keep
proud of
this
you too
going,
for wanting
everybody.
to share. That was great.
All right. Gabe, you are live on the show, buddy. What's your question?
My question was a bit more of a fun one compared to the last one, and
That's okay.
it would be if you could only pick 3 meals for the rest of your life, what would they be and why?
I didn't catch that.
Sorry,
part.
what did you say, Gabe? Say it one more time.
If you could only have 3 meals for the rest of your life, what would they be and why would you pick them?
3 minutes I can have the rest of my life? Ramen? I got laughs and I got Grace and Caleb.
Laughs and thumbs up.
Okay, well, you can do so much with ramen. That's a very versatile meal.
Is it though?
Yes.
Okay.
Dan?
I don't know. I don't eat a lot of ramen.
Okay, I see Dana's message saying if Josh doesn't say tacos, I'm going to say tacos as well for my second option.
I was hoping you were going to say tacos.
And then the last one, I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of pizza. But then, yeah, we'll go with pizza, sure.
On pizza with ramen. What kind of pizza?
Sure.
Um,
So Julie or Mackenzie says sushi. I like sushi.
That's a good one. Cheesecake. I believe cheesecake can be a meal.
Dan, what's your 3 then?
I'm going to be a little snooty.
All right.
Okay. Risotto would be one of my top things I'd eat.
The fanciest
What
word.
are you laughing about? Why is that funny? Right? Okay, yeah. Thanks, Caleb. It's good. I don't understand. Okay, so definitely risotto, Nathan. Okay. And then tacos for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Those are good. And what would I have? See, but if it's only 3 meals, I can only have, the 2 forever.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that I want to come back to. You know what? Chicken Caesar salad.
I saw someone said salad in the chat.
Yeah.
Who said it? Spence Beckman did, I think. Yeah. Gabe, what would you have for your 3 meals?
I'm not too sure. I'd probably maybe do like a type of salad for one and like some type of grilled steak or something, and then maybe
Oh.
dessert for the last one, like cheesecake or pie.
Wow. Yours is way more balanced than
Your,
mine.
yours are way better. Yeah, I'm going to come to your house.
Yeah. Can we share the 3 meals we have to have for the rest of our life?
Yes, you can.
Oh, good. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Thanks,
great
Gabe.
then.
We appreciate that, man.
So it's not really 3 for the rest of my life then.
Well, you have to find someone else, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if you're eating by yourself, it's only just those three.
That's fair.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Gabe. That's a great.
Thanks for the question, Gabe.
Great, more lighthearted question.
Thank you
Much
guys.
appreciated.
Have a good evening.
You
Yeah,
too,
you
buddy.
too, Gabe. You know, questions that are lighthearted are totally okay.
Absolutely. This
Great.
isn't just a time that we talk about things that are heavy. It's also
Yeah.
fun to talk about things that are light because laughter is good for mental health.
Laughter is a great
it
thing for
really is.
mental
So
health. Wait,
yeah.
I got it. Rebecca says pizza, salad, and ice cream. Okay.
ice cream
okay.
is also a meal. If you talk to my wife, she would think it's one of the food groups actually.
If you
So-
have ice cream, can you also have ice cream cake? Do you consider those the same? I see most of the producers are really thinking this one through. Nathan
No.
shakes his head. No, we get a no?
No, it's not the same
Because
for
there's
you.
cookie in it. Is that why?
Is that why?
'Cause there's
Oh.
cookie in it. I see. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have icing. Okay. You know what, Nathan? I'll give it to you. Producer
Yeah.
Nathan says nay. Caleb says nay. Oh, okay. Respectable. Okay.
That's respectable.
Jordy says Dan's cooking of risotto is fantastic.
I
We want to
okay.
do that on the show at some point.
Yes. Okay. Low key, I love to cook. Like I love cooking, and I've been wanting to explore more and more how to make dishes that are more difficult.
Yeah.
I've since learned that with risotto, it sounds tougher than it actually is.
That's fair.
It just takes a lot of love. Like it is a labor of love to make risotto, and it's about like a good 40, 50-minute process where you're standing basically over a hot pan and not moving.
Yeah.
But worth every second of it. So we should do
should.
a cooking show, and maybe I teach you how to make risotto. If you haven't,
I haven't
then you
learned.
learn.
I would
Okay.
love to learn. I'm living on my own soon, so please, I'll take any recipes I can get.
Oh, well, I mean, this is a little bit more of a pricey recipe, but it's
Hey,
worth it.
You know what? You do it once every month. It's fine.
I do it at least once a month.
See,
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, let's keep going, guys. Teach Josh, please. Jordy, I'm a good. Gosh darn it, I can't bake. Okay, I can't bake. I can't confirm. I can't bake.
That's right, because she's going to be in that house one day with you,
Yes.
and so she's expecting good food.
But I can cook. I cook all the time. All right,
Mm-hmm.
literally all the time. Anyways, let's get back on track, everybody. Not on my cooking or baking life. We're going to talk a little bit more about mental health again.
Yes.
So we're going to close the call lines for now. Please be ready for the next one, though.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys a little bit about what we're going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
is ways to help deal with it. You know, maybe you guys, you at home, have something you really like to do. For example, baking or cooking. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
what relaxes you at home or helps you deal with stress is baking some amazing chocolate chip cookies or
Yes.
whatever it might be. And
Yeah.
we would love to actually hear those from you guys live on the show. So after Dan and I talk a little bit more about some steps that we've found or we've discovered in our lives and some research I've done, we are going to open up to you guys. So please be ready with those. If you want to start talking to Nathan now in the chat, that would be much appreciated, and we'll get you guys back on the call lines really quickly.
Yep, totally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I know for myself, some of the ways that I like to help, some of the things that are good for my soul. One of the biggest things, and this sounds maybe new agey, and it's not meant to be. Trust me, I'm not
agey?
at all. Well, just right, like it sounds like not. Well, it sounds maybe not faith-based in
Oh,
some
okay,
ways,
okay.
and yet it really is. I meditate
Totally.
actually every day. I meditate on scripture.
Yeah.
So,
A little bit of difference there.
but I do it because my mind likes to wander, right?
Yeah.
So I start to think about, the things in my past, too, like you sometimes. I often think about the things going on that might happen, which can lead me down a spiral of that's going to be the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But what I find often, because my mind is, to either in the past or it's in the future, I'm never right in the here and now. And so part of the reason why I meditate is just to say, okay, Lord, I need to know that it's more important right now that I'm right here in this moment.
Yeah.
And because I'm trying more to live in the moment, I don't feel the anxiety as much about, what I've done or where I'm going, because I don't have a lot of say in those, right? Like you said, but I can control the fact that I can really be here in the moment. And for me, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's one of my major techniques.
That's fantastic. Andrew's 100% commenting about that with you. He's like, meditation is the most faith-based thing ever, Dan.
Amen. It totally is.
Andrew's
It really
totally
is.
I honestly have never tried meditating before. So, maybe I talked to you and Andrew about a little bit.
Yeah, well, so
Not tips, but you know what I mean.
well, yeah. So I mean, yeah, like in a maybe very simple way that I do it.
Yeah.
I take a lot of probably deep breaths. I do it for about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and the only thing that I try to play in my head is usually a scripture verse, and it just kind of goes over and over again.
Cool.
and I focus on my breathing, and
Yeah.
it's just about that. And it really helps me just to know, okay, this is about right now in the moment. It's been really helpful.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And it's like, it sounds very doable, right? And I think a lot of it's, you know, maybe you can't do it for 10 minutes straight. Start with 5, start with 2.
Totally, exactly. Yeah,
5
like
minutes,
I
right?
wouldn't recommend starting off with
Yeah,
10 minutes straight.
yeah.
But if you can, I mean, yeah, like you say, if you can start off with even a minute or 2 minutes, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's totally good.
I see Rebecca is posting in the chat saying music and talking and being alone, and playing Roblox and Minecraft and eating, all 2 things I do when I'm overwhelmed or just need to get away from the world. 100%. I played Minecraft last night.
I played tons of video games to
Yeah,
relax.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Video games is a big thing.
Big
so.
thing.
Before I get into mine, I'm going to list some more stuff I found on the researches of the onlines, because that's just how we operate here, at least I do. So some of the ones I definitely connect with a lot of these. One would be social connection or just talking to someone. I know for some of you, maybe it is having some more alone time. Maybe it's talking to someone. I know right now it's really hard because you can't really meet with people face to face right now for some of us who live alone, or maybe it's even talking to your siblings or your family members. I think it can be a really big thing. Appeal to your senses. I thought this was kind of a cool sentence, and what I mean by that is kind of what Rebecca was talking about, where it's go for a walk, listen to music, stretch, meditate.
Yes.
Do those kind of things that your body feels just good doing. Where
That's
you
right.
know, I think going for a walk every week is really important.
Oh man, yeah.
Getting that fresh air can make a big difference.
Huge.
I don't know, for me it does, right?
Yeah.
So that's another one. A big one is sleep, guys.
Sleep.
I think we could talk about sleep forever, really.
Yeah.
I know personally in my world, I definitely don't get enough sleep. My sleep schedule is pretty much trash. Dylan says I got a haircut. I did. Thank you, my man. Yeah, sleep's so important. And as much as you put it down, as much as you want to scroll through the next TikTok or the next whatever social media thing, or open the next Snapchat, put your phone down, go to bed. All right.
Go to bed.
I know a lot of research says you shouldn't even look at those things for 2 to 4 hours before going to bed.
Yes.
Do I agree? Do I do that? Absolutely not. Do I agree with it? Absolutely yes.
Absolutely agree with it.
Okay.
Absolutely
Do I
not
do
doing it.
No, but it's like we're all striving for greatness, right?
That's right.
Another one is set doable goals. I know
Yeah.
personally for me, when I get to really get into a project or work with people, I find that I can focus really well. This week I was doing a lot of videos for the church and a lot of things, and it helped me. This week's been pretty hard on me for a lot of reasons, and it was great to just be able to focus on a project and make sure it's a doable goal, not this like I'm gonna go to the moon. You might be able to do that. You might be on that course, but for many of us, you probably aren't. Not that I don't believe in you. I believe in all of you. Okay, but set doable goals. Okay. Lastly, is break up the monotony. This one kind of surprised me, but I guess it makes sense. If you have the same schedule day in, day out, sometimes it's good to break that up.
Yep.
Maybe it's get up a little earlier, go for a walk. Maybe it's go to bed early. Whatever it is, breaking up that same schedule over again can actually help you a lot.
Absolutely.
So
That is a great idea to break up just what you're doing.
because I know when you do the same thing over and over again, it can get kind of boring.
It can get really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it happens all the time.
Variety is the spice of life.
Maybe eat that food you never thought you'd try.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of food that you don't normally try,
Yeah.
I got into this like a little while ago, and I'm just digging it. I love avocado toast with a fried egg
My
on
mom
top.
loves that, yeah.
Oh.
Dan, oh.
Oh man, everybody, give it a go.
Okay.
Like it is probably pretty hipster, and it's probably beyond me in some regards, but I'm doing it anyway.
Hey, if it makes you happy, Dan,
It does. It makes me
that's
happy.
okay. I think it's a very safe thing to try.
Yeah.
I see Andrew says, wake up, get out there. I like it. Helena says, wake up earlier, cannot compute. I get it. I'm not, waking up is just an example.
Yeah.
You need sleep, so maybe not waking up is a great thing, but it's something to work towards at the very least. REM sleep is basically deep sleep, by the way. Teresa has a really good explanation. Fun fact, REM sleep improves your mental state because it connects information between your left and right brain. That's why things feel better after a good night's sleep.
Ah, well, there you go.
Well, I think we're slowly running out of time, but one more thing before we open to the call lines. I don't know if we have anybody ready in there. Nathan's shaking his head, so now's the time to jump into those call lines, guys.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk with you. But
We want
if
to hear
not-
your ideas as to what helps you
Yeah,
too.
that's totally okay. I know we had a couple weeks ago, we had Brett Ullman speak for the church, and I thought it was a really great video.
Really great.
And for those of you who don't know, he has a YouTube channel.
He does.
So it's literally just Brett Ullman. If you look at that on YouTube, I did it today, you find it right away. Some really, really solid videos in there that help a lot of ages, for parents, if any of you are watching, because I know we actually had some last week. There's some great videos for you guys in there to watch to help, handle or work your kids through the journey they're on, right? I think it's just a really cool thing to actually look into.
Yep, it's so helpful.
And one of the main things I took away from his sermon is all these good things we're saying to try, or these next steps to take on your journey, is you need to do them in the next 3 days.
Yes.
And I found that was so true. It's like if you don't do any things we say in the next 2 days, you're not going to do it, period.
That's
it's just
right.
not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So maybe just go for that walk tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's cold, guys. Don't go for like a long time. Just a short walk around the block, come back to your house, right? But do it in the next 3 days. Otherwise, I mean, I know I personally didn't do anything because I didn't do it in the 3 days. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's almost like you need to make sure that it's almost like a plan to say, okay, like I need to make sure I do these things.
Yeah.
If you simply say I should do these things and I maybe will do these things, but if you don't make a plan to do them, you're not going to do them.
Not gonna do them.
Just be honest.
No.
Yeah.
Teresa says, don't feel bad for sleeping in. Sleeping is good for you. Teresa, that is correct.
Sleeping is good for you.
The weekend starts tomorrow, right? I don't think so, Rebecca.
I do. Actually, it does for lots of students. They have tomorrow and Friday off.
Wow.
Yeah, my kids. So Noah, who is in kindergarten, today he didn't even have any school at all because he's only there for half days anyway.
Oh.
And so on those days, he said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Kindergarten life is so chill.
Kindergarten life is the high.
Man, it's the highs. Like it's so good.
Caleb says I can go back.
It's so amazing.
I know we had someone join the chat. Nathan, or do we have anyone else coming in for calls? Spencer says yes. Okay, I think we'll take one or maybe two if there's anyone in there because I know we're running low on time here and we don't want to keep you guys because as much as we love talking to you guys, especially on the subject, we don't want to keep you guys here for like an hour at a time. So the rest of the week because I had Monday off. That's awesome.
That is sweet.
I wish I had time off. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I didn't work today, but I work Saturday, so that's where.
I've worked today.
You worked today, Dan.
I'm working right now.
How did your work day go?
My work day went really good. Yeah. It's been a long week, and I won't get into all the details as to why it's been long.
But it's been a long week, yeah.
It's been a long week, but I've been looking forward to this all week. Like, I love this part of my week. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Forward to it. I see Spencer Beckman's in call room 1. Can we jump in there real quick to get his question? All right, we're jumping in. Spencer Beckman.
Wonderful.
We're going to have a quick chat with you, my man. All right, we're live. Spencer, how you doing?
How you doing?
You know, we're doing really well.
Doing good.
So, you're asking for some tips and stuff, so I have a few.
Yes, we definitely are.
The first is to avoid an idle mind. And so you're talking a little bit about meditation, and that's not what I'm saying to avoid. But that is just sitting with your thoughts or doing things that don't require you to think. Something that can be really helpful is to focus on something. So pick up an instrument and play it, or play a video game, or pick up a good book and just get lost in it. But anything to be avoiding that idle mind.
That's great.
Yeah, super good.
A second tip is very similar. It's one that I've learned from C.S. Lewis books, and that's to avoid idle noise. C.S. Lewis kind of said that the enemy's favorite thing is just noise. He hates music and he hates silence. And so if you're just filling your head with noise and your space with noise that doesn't mean anything, it's just going to be distracting your brain or leading you back into those idle thoughts or anxious thoughts and those depressive thoughts.
That's really good. I like that one.
Yeah. And then just my third one is one that's been very important for me, is worship. That's been an incredibly powerful thing for me to deal with my mental health problems. Is just turning to God. Like, I can't tell you how many times that I've just been at the end of my rope and I have nothing else that I can do but to listen to worship. And I either sing along, join in however I can, or just to listen, because I think it's kind of like what you were saying with the scriptures, like having that be the like focus of the mind, but also I think there's just a little bit of something of an emotional weight that comes with the music in worship too.
Man,
those are super good ones.
Yeah, 3 amazing, I guess, ways for people to kind of work along their journey. Thank you, Spencer. That's fantastic.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
See ya.
That was great. I thought that was bang on.
I think that's a great way to kind of end off the stream for tonight, everybody.
I think
honestly. You're gonna go. Nathan's shrugging his shoulders. We got 2 more.
Oh,
one
one
more.
more.
Okay,
I
we'll
see
do-
a comment from Teresa. I think it's really good.
Okay.
Another thing to remember, guys, have compassion towards yourself. You don't need to have it all together. And it's so important to be gentle with yourself like you'd be with a close friend. That is
It is so true.
amazing statement, Teresa. Couldn't agree more. Sometimes, you know, on ourselves, we can be really hard on us. And,
Yeah.
and it's so true. You know, you just have to be not hard on yourself. So
Yeah.
great
Wise
comment.
words from Teresa. Wise
Yeah.
words all around tonight, everybody. Great
Yes,
job. Okay,
amazing.
We have one. We're gonna take one more call, and then we're gonna send you guys off into your small groups tonight. All right. We're jumping into call room 2. Do we know who Grebel?
It's Rebecca.
Oh, it's Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca.
Okay, Rebecca,
Wonderful.
got on. All right, we're gonna jump in there. We'll have a quick chat with Rebecca, and then on the stream for the night, everybody. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going?
Hi. Great. So I just had a tip, and one thing that I really find helps with my mental health is staying organized and just having a clean space. I find that when things get cluttered, I have a hard time thinking, and that just makes everything worse. So, yeah, when I get stressed or something, or just can't handle things, I clean a lot.
That is a phenomenal tip. I would
is.
agree with you, Rebecca. I find my mind is not in a good place if my house is messy.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I have a little office at home that I do most of like my video and graphics and stuff in, and I literally just cleaned it today, and I felt like 10 times better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Rebecca, you came in with like a great fact for the end of the stream
Perfect.
off.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Rebecca. We appreciate you coming on. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks for having me.
You're
Thanks so
welcome.
much.
Wow. Couldn't ask for better.
Perfect.
Guys, Joyce says Josh cleaning. Hey, get out of here. We're having, this is a nice stream, okay? Couple things we're
It's
going
a
to...
journey, though, right?
It
You
is
know,
a
it's a
journey.
work in progress,
Yeah,
Jordy.
I'm a work in progress, okay?
Yeah.
You love me anyways. It's okay. Quickly to end off the stream, I know we said prizes were probably going to happen this week.
We did.
They're not. The roads still are not great, and it's way too cold to send Caleb out, as in why junior producer Caleb is currently here.
Yeah, we love him too much
yes.
to want to send him out in such poor weather.
Yes, but don't worry. We keep track of whoever has won the prizes. You will get prizes eventually anyways.
Yes,
Okay. Guys, the conversation doesn't end tonight.
that's right.
Okay. When you go into small groups tonight, we hope if there's anything you want to talk about there that you feel open to, Dan and I are here to talk about it. If you guys ever want to meet with us or discuss whatever it looks like, and just because we talk about mental health this week doesn't mean we can't talk about it next week.
That's right.
If you have a question next week, please talk to us in the chat. We'd love to talk with you.
Absolutely, for sure. This is an important conversation, and even next month, we want to make sure it's something that we have another focus on.
Yes.
Not in the exact same way, perhaps,
Yeah.
but we definitely want it to be something that we always come back to. So.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
all those who called in. It's really cool talking with you guys. And
So
it
good.
went so well tonight. You guys did perfect. So thank you
Yes.
so much for listening.
Thank you guys tons. This was an awesome night.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Yes. Have fun in your Zoom calls here. We'll see you guys.
Yes. Bon voy. back, everybody. For those of you who are still watching, it's the after show. I know Andrew's probably still there. He loves the music more than anything else. I think we're just gonna make this a running thing now. For those of you who, you know, whatever reason you're not in your small groups, I hope you are. But if you aren't, it's just a fun place to hang out. I think, you know, we're gonna talk about how we think the night went. We're gonna talk about, I don't know, what we're gonna do this week, what we look forward to next week. Dan's not here. It's gonna be Caleb and me. I think Spencer's going to show off his new drone. Shout out to Hannah Peters again, because again, the guys, the sermons, if you haven't seen Graham's, go see it. Finally, they're back.
Yeah,
sorry, Andrew.
Sorry, Andrew.
We're having a bigger discussion.
Yeah. We're chatting. It's not all about you.
No, it's not all about you. But a lot of it is. We love you.
Yeah, that's sorry. I mean, a lot of it is. Don't leave. You're probably the one watching.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Graham's video or Graham's sermon, go watch that. It was great this past Sunday. I thought all of it went well. The panel affirmed him really well. It was a really great overall thing. If Hannah's is out this weekend, I should know when Kelsey's is out, but I don't off the top of my head.
It's like a month from now.
2 months?
1 month.
Oh, I was like 2 months. What the?
I think it's in March.
Yeah, it's March, early March.
It's early March? I have that much time?
You have that much time.
Oh!
Yeah.
Like March 7th and then like 17th or 10th.
But like, Melaine had asked me for the rough cut like this week, and I was like, oh, I literally don't have it in me to do it.
She's only, but though she's doing that because she has a lot on her plate when it comes to Easter, so she's just thinking about
that's fair. I didn't even think Easter. Okay. Yeah, I was just like, I was editing so much other stuff, and I was like, oh my word, I can get a rough cut next week for sure. I was like, this week is not gonna happen. But anyways, regardless, lots of cool young adult stuff coming out.
Very cool young adult
stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, much appreciated, because there's a lot of time.
I just did the benediction for Hannah's sermon today. That was one of the things I filmed. So I got to be like the closing remarks.
Nice.
Which I hope everyone forgets, because her remarks are better than mine. So I'm just saying.
It ends dramatically in the Dan. Hello.
Yeah.
Did the video upload, Nathan? If it turned off, then it's probably uploaded.
I hope so.
It's been a long time.
Enter password.
Yeah, I have to run over there and do that. What are you doing this week, Dan?
Well, I start holidays next week.
Oh yeah, you're not even here.
I'm not even here.
What are you doing for?
I'm just staying home.
Yeah, I was like, you can't do much anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dan's kids calling.
I think we've inferenced it enough that Dan's not here next week. We did for sure say it last week.
Oh, that's true. Well, but if anyone watches back tonight, now they'll know if they keep on watching.
That we discussed that Dan is not here next week.
Yeah.
Dan, I thought tonight's show was awesome.
It's actually been one of my favorites we've ever done.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I thought the conversations we had, the way students interacted, I just was like, I was pretty floored that it felt like just a really good wholesome stream that like I think a lot of people can learn from. And rewatch and be like, oh, that was important.
Well, and I think it's simple. You know, one of the things that I don't think we need to feel like maybe pressure on is you don't have to necessarily know everything in order to, you know, at least, I mean, right, like it's just good to have a space where you can share.
Yeah.
And so we don't have to be an expert on it, right, to know that we're dealing with it.
Yeah.
So so helpful.
Yeah, really was.
Yeah.
All the students were so engaging. Oh my word.
So
you guys are great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Andrew, shout out to you, my man, for watching the after show.
Yeah, Andrew's just vibing.
Wow, we lost 6 years like that. Do we care about the viewership? Obviously, yes, but it's not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal.
Andrew says I'm loyal. You are the loyalist of the loyal.
You are.
But hey, if anyone watches this after again, then at least it's there. So.
Faithful to the end.
Honestly, his #1 fan. And honestly, Andrew deserves a shirt saying #1 fan. We should get you a shirt.
We should get you a shirt.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
So good.
Do you have to go talk to your kids?
I do. I have to go jump on the small group here, which of course is pretty chill small group. But I want to be a good youth leader. So.
It's funny.
Imagine that. Okay. Wait a minute. Who was your small group leader when you were in Merge in high school? Tell me. Riddle me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What I find funny is now you're the only youth leader in this whole room.
I know.
None of us.
None of you. Almost, yeah.
Well, you're gonna. I mean,
he's gonna be.
I expected you to be one, but
yeah.
Currently, Dan is the only.
Currently.
Because Andrew and I did our 12 years. How did we gain viewers?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so glad you guys are here. We're just chatting, so.
We should just, crazy idea.
Crazy with the dad.
We should just do some kind of a side stream one day where we just simply go live and we just try to gather as many viewers as we can.
And just see what happens?
Just see what happens.
Andrew says it did one time. Yeah, we did. But it was great. 12 years. 12 years? Well, 12 years total. I mean,
Because you had it and then
Good grief, yeah. Like
Yeah.
from the time that you
oh, man,
guys
how long
were
have I been part of Merge
students.
for?
I mean, were you a student since grade 7, or were you
Pretty
in
much.
California then?
No, I was a student pretty much from grade 7 and up.
Mm.
There was like 1 year that I missed like half the stuff because I had soccer, but most of it was. This is the 13th year.
You guys have given a lot of your lives to this.
I have given a lot of my life to Merge. And now I'm a host. What a time.
I love it.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
not me.
I'm 24 years old. Andrew, if you put that into perspective, he's been here.
You've been here half your life.
Yeah. I've not been here half my life. There you go, Andrew. We tried our best. Spencer, do you want to show off your drone?
Oh,
Spencer has his
You know, okay, with that, I'm gonna let him show that off,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I got.
Oh,
people-
now we're focused on me. Hello, camera. I see you.
Yeah.
Are we up to?
You don't need me anymore.
It's me dancing in the chair.
Yeah.
I didn't get a haircut.
I'm actually
today.
wondering if my guys have actually just, maybe dipped out and they're just playing Fortnite.
I got a new hair product today too. I'm very excited to try. Apparently my hair is very dry, and I got dry wax to help my hair not be so dry. So I'm like, oh, it's something to try, and it's like all. No, but like my hair is just dry. Like it just dries out really quickly. Yeah, I use all the stuff, but it's just my hair. Honestly, Dan, it's super chill. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just an earbud. I wear it at work. It doesn't matter to me. And yeah, so it's all plant-based and everything. So I think Jordy really like it. She'll be like, wow, I'm so proud of you. All right, everyone, for the first time ever, whoever watches this after show will officially see Spencer Tracy live on air. He won't have his mic. I'll probably be the main reason how he's talking through, but he'll be live on the show. Welcome, everyone. This Spencer, my first, yeah, we do this every day, every week. How, Spencer, welcome to the show. I'm glad you could be here. Spencer got a new drone, everybody. For those of you who've been watching any of the stuff we've done.
What? Fine, right?
Yeah, / watching any of the merge stuff we've done, the drone shots are because of this man right here, okay? Very thankful.
It's not even on, is it?
No, Dan probably turned it off after he left.
Just press hold. This dude. There you go.
This dude.
Look at this guy.
This guy. We're going to do a drone Maverick Mini 2 review.
Hey, no more Mini. Sorry, no more Mavic.
No more
It's just
Mavic.
Mini.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Straight up Mini. Let's start with,
What do you want to pull up first?
let's go drone first.
Oh. I think we're going to, what a cool shot of Spencer. This is more cinematic than the entire night.
Yes.
What a bunch of B-roll.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then we do is, we got a little holder for it.
Were they orange tipped last time?
No,
Oh.
this is a new
Had to make sure to
new development.
Yeah.
And then we got,
I think we're going to test fly tonight in the auditorium.
yes.
actually.
Yeah, why not?
He hasn't flown it yet.
So, it's so tiny. It has 4K. That's, ooh.
Ooh. The camera looking back at the camera.
Camera's
Airsoft
looking back.
drone? I would not use this in airsoft.
I would, yeah.
That'd be absolutely terrifying.
But yeah, this is it's 249 grams with a battery in it, so that
It's been beneath the 250 limit.
250 limit, yeah, so that I can fly without license. I mean, I'll probably try to get a license eventually, but
I mean, if we, yeah.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you can even fly with a license in Albert.
We're going to go back to me. I was referencing the orange tips. Oh, Andrew, I now understand your reference. I'm sorry. I should know that because Airsoft did so much, but Spencer, you happy with the new
Yeah, it was
changes?
expensive.
It was expensive.
Is good.
Yeah, I sold my other one for a decent amount, so it wasn't like horrible, but it was still
You know what happens.
like, hello?
Caleb, are you ready to be on stream next week?
I feel ready.
Good, good. I have no idea what we're doing yet.
I can practice.
Oh, so this is the size of the drone, and that's the size of the controller. So if
It's big.
it's a huge controller, but it goes up from 5 kilometers to 50. So the old one, it was a little tiny controller, like maybe the size of this, and it folded out. But this drone, this can go up to 10 kilometers. So
The drone can literally be 10 kilometers away from Spencer's controller from
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he's standing. And that is bonkers. Nathan's fist bumping. It is fist pumping, sorry. It is a great time. So, Spencer has a whole setup
yeah,
for this.
because my phone is too
Big.
big.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Do we still have viewership at this point? Well, guys, you're going to watch for the first time. I haven't even seen Spencer do this, honestly. Spencer's doing it live.
It's like when you start putting together one of the armor
Yeah, for the first time. Too powerful of a phone. It's true though.
That is something special.
Yeah.
After in and after.
You have
Yeah,
to see the
had to-
strap and everything.
Yeah, I had to.
Oh, I thought that said Stark for a second. His strap does not say Stark. That would have been hilarious though.
That would be pretty good.
I'd have been floored, honestly.
There we
Oh
go.
my word.
Powerful. Man, coming to watch this afterwards.
Hey, this is if you
So-
guys haven't, there's 2 more after shows. 2 more? 3 more? 2 more after shows to watch. If you ever rewatch
This is
the
like
videos.
high quality nubs. Whereas
This
the
is
other
by
one were
far
plastic.
our most lengthy one to do.
True.
This is by far the most in-depth one. But I think it's a cool one nonetheless. Oh, do you like the knobs more than the last one?
Yeah, they're like metal. They're nice.
I don't know if Andrew's reaching out to people,
Oh,
like,
and
hey,
this
come
is
back.
also my
Yeah, so
folding.
Spencer has the Z Fold.
yes.
And,
That's literally the coolest thing I've ever seen.
and so it fits in there. That's like, he has like a little mini iPad on his thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
can you turn it to the camera, Spence? Can you turn like this to them? What the
so
heck?
that's what it would be.
Nathan's getting up to change the shot, I think. Do you have a strap you're gonna,
I can.
I think you
See,
gotta do it.
the thing is, this. I don't know. This is like. If you can take a look.
Is it
It's not great. It's not a great design.
kind of scary?
Like you go to loosen it, and it's like unless you put it through your arms. But that doesn't make any sense.
I think we need to get one that says Stark on it.
Yeah, I think so. But so.
I don't even know
So
what
you
you
just
do
plug
with
this
man.
in. Plug this bad boy.
I don't even, this is getting intense really quickly. Look, that's like a mini contraption you have in your hands.
Yeah. But like maybe I'll have to get an actual like lanyard or
I
something.
feel like you should get an actual one.
There's clips, and then I would just this kind of just goes in there. I'm not gonna do it because I have to get in there, but it would need to be. This needs to be turned on, but I'm not gonna.
That's okay.
Boo-doo-boo.
Wow. So everyone who's gonna see the future videos of Merge / some sermons that we're
Yes.
doing.
Are you gonna fly?
No, we'll fly that. No, we're not gonna fly it in here.
And I was like, what?
That'll
I mean,
be
I
loud.
could.
That'll be loud.
But that's okay.
And we're back down to 3.
that's
Well,
expected.
that's all right.
Everyone's like, the drone.
These are the 3 batteries I have.
Those are- Oh, nice.
And we shot back up to 50.
We're at 50. What?
But
That's exciting. I'm excited to see all the footage that comes out of there. You guys might not be as excited, but I mean you should be because you're gonna get to see the content. So I don't know.
Yes,
I'd be
content
excited
time.
If I were you. Caleb, what do you want to do next week?
Well, I have no. I was gonna ask you that because I was like,
ba-da-bow.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
let's
Yeah.
figure that out.
All right. You know what? Thanks for you guys for coming on to the after show. Maybe we'll I think we're just gonna keep doing this anyways, but we'll see you next week on the after show of the Merge Show. No memes here, everybody. No bon voyage. All right. I think. Oh, Nathan's come over to end the stream. Bye, everybody. We love you
Bye.
all.